like to request Sri Vijay Kumar from TIOL Knowledge Foundation to kindly open the Congress with the welcome address.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. A hearty welcome to our Congress 2025. We are grateful to all of you. No, it's not a vote of thanks, it's still welcome for being here on a weekend. To do what? To discuss taxes. We are honored to have Justice C.B. Badang, the President of the Income Tax Appellate Tribunal. He heads the oldest tribunal in India for so many years and survived what? With the greatest of lawyers like Nani Palkiwala appearing before it and praising it as a good judicial forum. And we started much before independence. And we are still continuing the great tradition of British law of being fair to all without compromising revenue. Sir, you are heading a great institution and we feel great to have you here. We are honored to have you here and a hearty welcome to you, sir. We also have with us here Mr. Pratap Singh. He is the Director General Investigation Income Tax. I think he brings all the cases to Justice Badang. That's his job. And he is a Hindi-speaking Tamilian working in Madras, Chennai. Language is no controversy, only law is here. And he just told me that before he leaves Chennai, he is going to learn Tamil fully from his better half. She has already picked it up. We are grateful in having a Chief Commissioner of GST. Sir, income tax is no more the dreaded word, with people like Justice Badang heading its tribunal, judicial wing. Now, income tax is soft compared to GST. As I was checking into this hotel, the first thing that I noticed at the registration counter was a GST registration certificate. The hotel was scared that I am registered, don't come here. There is a registration certificate at the reception counter, you can see. And we have Mr. Rahman, Chief Commissioner of GST. He's a Chief Commissioner in transit. He was on the other side in the tribunal, in our version of the ITAT, the CESTAT, Customs Excise and Service Tax Appellate Tribunal. He was representing the department. In fact, a few months back, you see the advantage these officers have of being judges, policemen, and investigators all rolled into one. He was representing the department as authorized representative in the CESTAT till very recently. A few months back, I introduced him to the Additional Solicitor General of India, Mr. Venkatraman. I told Mr. Venkat, sir, this is Mr. Rahman. He is the ASG in the CESTAT. And Mr. Venkatraman, who is vociferously defending all kinds of controversial cases in GST in the Supreme Court, told, Rahman sir, I appeared before you many times. He's S.K. Rahman. He's added an A to it, his name. His name is preceded with an A. It becomes Ask Rahman. Whatever doubts you have in GST, you can ask Rahman. He's ready. Even after coming here, I think some people started asking him questions. What is the difference between and or? And suddenly he was noting on and or. And then he has a problem. He cannot talk like me. He's working in the department. So he has to necessarily defend the department and or his board. Welcome, Chief Commissioner of Central GST, S.K. Rahman. He is joining as Chief Commissioner in the beautiful city of Thiruvananthapuram in a couple of days, leaving the SESTAT. We also have with us Mr. Ajay Jain, the Director of Venture Capitalists. That's where the money is. After all of us dealing with tax can be successful only if we have the money with us. And lest I forget, I don't know much about this protocol in the department. We have a great income tax authority here, Mr. Akhilesh Ranjan. He is a retired member of the Central Board of Direct Taxes, but a great authority. I've seen how working chief commissioners talk to him so respectfully, not because he has a post, but because he has the authority of knowledge. Welcome, sir, to this great day. I know I'm not supposed to give a speech. In fact, this lady would tell me, just say welcome and get out. That's your job. But since I have 2 mics and a podium, I think I'll make a little use of that. We have a great day planned out for you, and ending with our tribute to one of the greatest sons of India, Sir Tata, which will be graced by one of the greatest ministers, no politics, available today in the central cabinet, Mr. Gadkari. Our speakers today are experts in taxation, and they have a very difficult job here because all of you sitting in the audience are also experts. When 2 experts clash, what would happen? Like somebody was asked, what is the difference between avoidance and evasion? So a learned lawyer said, it is the difference is the thickness of a prison wall. If you evade, you go to jail. If you avoid, you don't. And I think all of us are experts in the theory of avoidance. Once again, I heartily welcome you to the complicated world of taxation, especially GST. You know, understanding GST is like assembling IKEA furniture. The instructions are very complicated, and after you install the furniture, you find that 2-3 parts are remaining. If you think that you know everything about GST, suddenly Mr. Rahman and his department will come up with a new notification explaining why and or as explained by the Supreme Court, as explained earlier by the High Courts and the Supreme Court, is wrong, and so we are bringing a retrospective legislation. So you have to go back to even before the Income Tax Appellate Tribunal was started to find out what is GST. In such a confusing situation, you know, they say the most oft-quoted thing in tax matters is, we are sure of only 2 things in life, death and taxes. But death is better, it has an advantage. It is not retrospective, as the GST laws are. And very recently, we had a retrospective taxation in GST. The law amended because the government finds the Supreme Court was not all that right. But we all believe that Supreme Court is right, not because it's right, but because it is supreme. And today, we'll have a very interesting discussion on the good or bad or the ugly part of retrospective legislation, which is a very new thing. And only yesterday, the Supreme Court gave a judgment that GST officers can arrest. So whenever you see a GST officer like Mr. Rahman, with all his beautiful smile, he's a guy who can send you to jail very easily. Supreme Court only told him, be careful. After all, the other fellow also is a businessman. He has a little integrity, honesty. You are getting your huge salary only because of him. But still, Supreme Court, the power of arrest under GST was challenged, and yesterday Supreme Court said, no, you guys have to be arrested. Anyway, I'm not going to treat you to some Holocaust. Taxation can also be fun. Like, I remember when a new cricket star started his debut innings, he was being attacked by fiery bowlers. Then his captain, Vivian Richards, went and told him, these bowlers are like taxmen. They will like to take something out of you, but you need not give. You need not give. Welcome. Thank you.